Hi guys, it's Belle here and it is Monday, which means it is Margarete Miller Monday. Now, because I've been ill and I'm a little behind, we're actually going to do weeks 10 and 11 today. And as you can hear from my voice, I'm still not well, guys. This has been at least 3 weeks now, but I'm going to do the best I can. So let's get started. So week 10, a word that inspires you. I found the word stories. Stories always inspire me, not just the word, but I love to read and I love to make up stories. So that inspires me. Something cut into a triangle shape, we'll do that. Something related with travel. I have this sticker of this little boy on a bike traveling. You know, you're on your bike. And also I have a map that I cut from a magazine. Something with legs. Our little boy's got legs on his bike. A colour swatch or paint sample. I have this vellum one that's from a Tim Holtz ephemera pack. Can't remember which one. And bonus, something textured like embossed paper. I have some handmade paper made by my lovely friend Sarah, and also some of my faux leather paper that I have made. So we're going to get started. And I thought, as the little boy was on his bike and we're talking about travel, and that made me think of holidays, I've got this from a magazine that's got this little path. It looks almost like it's by a beach. You will have to excuse me. I will try and not cough on camera, but also my voice is still not back. I still feel like I have a cold. So yeah, but then this virus always takes ages to get better from. So I'm probably going to sound like this for at least another week, maybe another 2. So yeah, over a month. But at least I'm well enough to be crafting now, which is the main thing. So I need to now glue this down. Hoping my glue will work. Please work for me. Please. How come I hadn't used it in ages and it worked first time, and now, because I've used it, it's no longer working? So yeah. Oh dear. Where is my cloth? There it is. Okay, so obviously I need the holes punched out because otherwise it won't fit in the actual journal. So I just got my crocodile and I'll just punch these holes through. And the picture for today, well, the week that I was taking this off, I was still quite ill still. But I was starting to try and get out of my garden just to do a little 5-10 minute walk, build up some stamina and get some fresh air and vitamin D. And when I was out there, I came across the fact that my little miniature daffodils, the teensy tiny ones, were in bloom. I planted these years ago and I hadn't even checked to see if they were in bloom or not, because obviously I have been poorly. And you know what? It just cheered me up no end to see that my daffodils were in bloom. Now I need to think about where this is going to go, and I really don't know where it's going to go. Normally I put it by the picture, behind the picture or something, but I don't know if that'll work today. So I've got to think about that. But yeah, it cheered me up no end to see my daffodils in bloom, especially being so poorly. It was just, it's the little things, isn't it? You've got to appreciate the little things in life. And yeah, the daffodils were just a joy to see. I could put that under like So I could chop it even more. So that was sweet. I don't pick them. I just let them grow in the garden. I like to see them out there. And yeah, it was just joyful to see them there in the garden. So that is today's picture. Couldn't do much more than just walk around for 10 minutes. But to see them brought me joy. I am sorry. But it's just one of those things, guys. I want to make videos, but my voice is more like, no, let's not do that. So anyway, we're going to have that there. I'm going to put it there for now so that I remember that it's got to be there. I want to put the map kind of along here. Now this does have triangles cut out of it, and it says something cut into the shape of triangles. It does have triangles on the map, but I do want to add some more triangles if possible. We'll see how I feel about that. I also have this kind of letter, and I thought when you're traveling, when you're on holiday, you often write letters, and I could cut that into a triangle as well with the map, but I don't think I like it. So let's just put the map down. So I hope you are all doing well. Again, thank you for all your lovely messages and all your well wishes. I'm sure it's helping. It doesn't feel like it at the moment because I'm just still recovering, but I will get there, and that's what's important. So I want to put the little boy. He looks like he's having so much fun, doesn't he? Looks like he's just having joy riding his bike. And I want to cut the word my off this. And as we all know, I can't cut straight to save my life. Oh, you'd think because the scissors are straight, it would be easy to... I can't. Oh, well. I could cut this into a banner, which again would be a triangle. But it's the triangle bit that's throwing me, guys, really. But we'll just do what we can, not worry too much. So I have this, and I wanted the green because I thought there's a lot of green on here. And I kind of love the green. I don't know if I want it up there or down here. I feel like I might want it up there, actually. Yeah, we're just going to put it up there. I'm not ever going to overthink it at all. But yeah, it's just little things, guys. Some days, that's all you can do is appreciate the little things. And just going out and seeing my miniature daffodils all in bloom. It's brought me so much joy. Made me smile at a time when there wasn't much. Where did my cloth go again? To smile about. Honestly, where did I put my cloth? It should be. There it is. It had fallen. So we've got that. We've got the word stories that I think I kind of want here. Okay, and let's think about, so I have this little punch. Now it is a diamond punch. I kind of love this because it made me think about the road. It kind of matches the road. But I also want to see if I can, I know it's a diamond, but if you cut a diamond in half, it's 2 triangles. That's what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm going to do. And this will be our textured paper, as well as, did that cut into that? Hold on, I want to cut this. It's our textured paper. And yeah, if we cut this in half, we will get some little mini triangles. I don't know if I like this. We're just having a look to see if I do or not. I'm just wondering if it can be like texture on the road, like so. It blends with the road, but it also looks like texture. So I kind of like that, I think. So I'm going to glue these down. Not that one, this one. Hold on. Sorry if you can hear noise in the background. My partner is busy doing stuff. So, yeah, it's like texture on the road, I feel. I know they kind of blend with it, but I don't mind that. Let's keep adding some glue to these and just put them on as texture. And then, like I said, I've got a couple of things that could work as well on here. They're not needed, they're not part of the prompts, but I might like to add them anyway. And yeah, I just feel like this is texture on the road, so I don't know. As I always say to you, there's no Margarete Miller police. It's your collage, and this is my take on the something cut into triangles using the textured paper. So yeah, oh, it'd be so good to have my voice back properly and just be feeling better again. It will be so good to just feel 100%. I feel like I'm tottering at that kind of 80%. I am still exhausted, but again, I expect that, having been through this a couple of times before and knowing how it affects me. I expect it to last, the exhaustion, for probably a month after everything else. So, as I said, at least I'm back at my craft table. So, small blessings that we're thankful for. Stories. Now, I also have this little cork tag, and again, this could work for texture. And I'm thinking about adding it. And maybe adding a word to it. I think we'll add it over there. The thing is, I do want to brad, but I can't put it through because there's something on the other side. So, do you know what I want to do first, actually, before I do the brad? I want to see if this will actually work. I've got the Tim Holtz rub-ons that I love. TH9369.5. They're the tiny text. And I was wondering if the white would work on here, whether the cork would take it. Oh, we've got the word explore, wander, see the world. This is my happy place. Let's have see the world, because that's to do with travel as well. When you're a kid, doesn't it feel like the smallest place feels like the big wide world? Like if you go to a new beach or a new place, you know, on holiday, it really does feel like that's the whole big wide world. And it's so exciting when you're a child. I love that. You know, in the summers last forever. And everything's so amazing and wonderful and full of possibility. I feel like we lose a lot of that as adults. This does go on there. I am very excited about that. Yeah, everything is so full of wonder and possibility. And I used to love that as a child. Even as an adult with my children, we used to do so much in the summer. We used to have adventures. We'd pack up the car and we'd go to a new place that we hadn't been before. And, you know, we'd just see what was there and do all these things for the kids. And it was a joy to see it through their eyes as well. And yeah, I just used to love doing that with them. Summer holidays were always my favourite time. I remember lots of other people going, oh my goodness, I can't wait for the kids to go back at school. And I used to think, I haven't had enough time. 6 weeks is not enough time with the kids. There's so many more adventures I want to go on with them. I'm going to use some foam tape on this and raise it up a little bit. But yeah, I used to get sad when they'd have to go back after the 6 weeks. And most of my friends were just like, oh no, we've had enough. We're 3 weeks in and we've had enough. So, and I feel like at least 2 of my kids have really have got my love of travel and exploration and things like that. They really do love to go places, to see new things. I mean, one of them literally works in the travel industry, so and the other one lived and studied abroad. So yeah, they've definitely got that. And I hope, well, part of it, I think it's because they take after their mum and I love to travel and things. But I think part of it is just because we tried to do so many adventures with them when they were little, always off seeing new things and doing new things. So let's move these to the side and then let's have a look. So oh my goodness me, why did that rip? Is it stuck in there? Oh well, that doesn't matter. It'll just add to the thing of it. So week 10, a word that inspires you, stories, something cut into triangle shapes. Well, we've cut triangle shapes into the map and then we've got these little triangles on the page. Something travel related, a map, something with legs, this little boy and his bike, a colour swatch or paint sample, and bonus, something textured. We've got both this cork tag and the handmade paper gifted to me by my friend. So that is week 10, which means now we're going to be moving on to, let's put it in the journal, we're going to be moving on to week 11. And then I will be caught up on Margarete Miller, which I'm very excited about. So let's get this one over. This is going to be a bit kind of all over the place too. So I have my thing. 11, someone smiling. I have this lovely image from a magazine. I love this. This just makes me, it makes me smile. She just looks so content, don't you think? A vintage advertisement. So I have this one for Yeast Pack. There's new loveliness for you in a Yeast Pack beauty mask. I would not put yeast and beauty in the same word. This famous 15-minute beauty treatment Leaves your skin softer, clearer, more exquisitely refined. Try Yeast Pack today. It's the modern way to a lovelier complexion. From all chemists and stores, price 11D, whatever that is, or from manufacturers, 146 Cromwell Road, London. And this was April 1949. I thought I'd keep that. It made me laugh. I've told you before, vintage adverts always make me laugh. An image with a gradient colour. So I have this. It's just from an old book, and we have shades of green. So I'm going to use that. A page or piece of handwritten with handwritten numbers. So I have this vintage ledger. An archaeological find or treasure. So we have two things. This is an image from the Book of Kells. It's an image in black and white. And I also have a dictionary page about the Book of Kells as well, which is a very famous Irish treasure. And then a word written in your favourite language. Well, I'm going for Irish Gaelic. And we have Grá, which means love. And it's a stamp. And so that's in Irish. And I just love it. Look at the colours. It's lovely and bright. We have a few other things. And my image today, I know I've just done one with flowers. But there's this one. I want to try and bring it up. These tiny, tiny white flowers. So, today actually, just before getting back and needing to film and get things ready for the week, we went for our first walk in the woods, me and my partner, in probably nearly a month. Now, I like to go walking in the woods several times a week, but between being extremely busy and then falling very ill, we have not been to the woods for a while. And so today I was like, do you know what? Let's go to the woods. Let's just go out. Why is this not cutting straight? Am I not putting it straight? Like, am I doing something wrong? Probably. Crafting went ill. I want a white border around it a little bit, which is what I'm trying to get. So we went for the woods and we went for a walk, and it was just, I mean, it's sunny, which is lovely, but it's that cold spring sunshine. And yeah, we took some food for the ducks and different birds and things. And we were out for about an hour having a lovely, really just lovely walk. Now, she's got love hearts on her, and we've got the word Grá, which means love in Gaelic. So I looked through some of my paper scraps, and I have this paper too that's got all love hearts on it. So I want to use that as well. I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, we were out for about an hour, just walking slowly, very slowly. We are still not feeling 100%. So we were walking very slowly up and down through the woods, feeding some of the birds. And what was so lovely is that I was able to see all the different signs of spring that are coming, and that just, it just really does fill my heart with such joy when I see it. And one of the signs of spring were these trees with these delicate, beautiful little white blossoms on them, which was just lovely. Nice to see. And yeah, we just had a lovely walk. What I will say that kind of irritated me is that there were people with their dogs, but their dogs were off leash, and I get that, like, the dogs are allowed to be off leash. We don't really have a lot of leash laws here in the UK, I don't think. I don't know. I don't own dogs, so, but you often see dogs unleashed. And that's fine. They're in the woods. People are taking their dogs for walks. I get that. But they've got them off leash by the lakes where the birds are. And a lot of the dogs are just running in the lakes, getting all excited, wanting to chase the birds. And that really annoys me, because I just think, train your dog to not run at the birds. Just train your dog. Or keep them on leash, or don't take them near the parts of the woods where the birds are, near the lakes, because the birds get all the geese and the swans and the moorhens and the ducks, they get really stressed and they start flapping and squawking and making lots of noise. Obviously some of them would probably also attack dogs, I get that, like geese are very aggressive. As someone who's lived on a farm that had geese, they are very aggressive. I get that, but also, like, it annoys me. It actually really does annoy me when people don't do that. And I just think there's no excuse for it, really. Just train your dogs not to chase. Let's put that sideways. Should we put that sideways, guys? I wouldn't normally, but I want to try something different. So that was the only bit that kind of annoyed me, was the people who were just letting their dogs run after all the birds. I just thought there's really no need for it. Like, people are out walking, enjoying the spring sunshine and the peace and quiet, and then someone's dog is running into the lake, scaring the wildlife. So that's my little grumble. But other than that, that only actually happened once. I only saw one dog do that when we were out. But that's my little grumble. Where is the cows? There we go. Now, I was thinking of actually putting maybe down here something. So you would have seen I got some happy mail from the lovely Laurie, and she sent me some of the Tim Holtz fabric, and it says Free Spirit on here. And I thought it might be really nice to put some of this on here, because I feel like it's a nice way to also document the fact that I got that lovely happy mail, which really did cheer me right up as well. I tell you, it's the little things. You'll know, if you've been around my channel for a while, that I am always talking about how important the things that we take for granted are. Not that I take Happy Meal for granted, but the things like your favourite cup of tea in the morning. And can I tell you, I actually have almost got my taste back, which my tea that I have every day throughout the day, it tasted awful. It really did. And I was really upset, because I start my day every day with this tea. I end my day every day with this tea. It's important not only for health and things like that, but even just my mental well-being. And to not be able to drink it for over 2 weeks because it tasted so awful, I did find that very upsetting. And I know it's just a small thing, but it's a very important thing to me. So to be able to drink my tea again is a huge, it's just huge, guys. I can't tell you how huge it is for me to be able to drink it again. Where do I want to put the numbers? I might put the numbers here. Might even rip them a little bit. So yeah, that's brought me joy as well, to be able to drink my tea. Do I want all of them, or do I just want some of them? I put them over there maybe. Trying to work out where everything's going to go. The Book of Kells, I feel like needs to go back here. We don't need the whole thing. Yeah, if you've never seen the Book of Kells, it's absolutely stunning. And it is March, which is St. Patrick's Day. Now, again, if you've been here for a while, you will know I do not celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Probably the only Irish person in the world who doesn't. But I don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. But March is a great time. And it was something I did when my kids were little, that I would really just celebrate it being Irish. We called it Irish Month. And I would, you know, just do fun things with them. So I thought it might be quite good to have a lot of nods to Ireland. We've got the green. I've got words in Irish. We've got the Book of Kells. I'm wondering if I want to try and rip out that little bit that says Book of Kells. Let's see. I don't know if it can go anywhere, but we're going to see. So, yes, and thank you to those of you who watched my reading wrap up. I knew it wasn't going to be for everyone, but those of you who did watch it seem to have enjoyed it. And one of the things that I am doing is taking part in the Irish Readathon, which I do every March. I think this is my 4th year doing that. And so at the moment I'm reading a lot of books about Ireland or Irish history. And so, yeah, I thought this would be a good week to do. I don't think we need it. I was going to put it on here, but I really don't think we need it. I will use it in something else. So, oh, because, yeah, that was the an archaeological find or treasure. We might put the numbers over here. If we're going to only use that bit, I'm going to cut the other numbers off. And I want it to say love, gra. I also have this little Guinness tag. I was wondering. And that's only because it had the harp on it. Don't know if we need it. Really don't know if we need it, but what I might do is stick these to the back, but I was writing on these as well. Something to think about. I think I'm going to stick these down. Let's stick this lovely lady down first. So yes, it's that time of year when everyone goes a bit crazy and suddenly starts pretending they're Irish. But as I said, I don't celebrate, so I just celebrate March, or used to, as Irish month. The whole month. The whole year I'm Irish. Like, it is. Oh gosh, I need to bring that up. I feel like doesn't matter, does it? We could lose all of them. So that's been in my head, learning new Irish phrases, reading lots of books, Irish books or books by Irish authors. which is always a lot of fun. Oh no, I made that sticky. That can't be sticky. Let's put something over it. Let's put something over that so that it's, because I need that to be a pocket, so it can't be sticky. Yeah. So just a little sneak peek into March's reading wrap up. I will be reviewing lots of books, Irish books, either history or written by Irish authors and all that kind of good stuff. If you enjoyed my March reading wrap up, I hope you can still see some of that gradient. It doesn't matter. One of my favourite phrases in Irish is a phrase that's basically like I love you. There is no perfect translation in Irish for I love you, but there are many, many ways that it can be said. But one of my favourite is Grogial Mukri, which basically kind of means shining love of my heart, shining light of my heart, bright love of my heart. And I absolutely love that. I love that way of saying I love you. I just think it's beautiful. So yes, I've been learning Irish Gaelic now for a few years. It is slow going because it is a difficult language to learn. But I also really just love learning my own language. So it's so sad that so many peoples around the world, even in their own country, sometimes can't speak their own language, especially here in the UK. Not everyone in Wales can speak Welsh. Not everyone in Scotland can speak Scottish, and the same in Ireland. And it's just, yeah, it's sad. So it's good to be able to do that. Okay, so this is our, even if it's just a few words, guys, just, you know, just a few words makes all the difference. I am going to round the edges of this, I think. Where is my rounder? Oh, well, that's not worked very well, has it? Oh, maybe this needs, I need to cut it through some tinfoil or something and sharpen it, probably. But yeah. So, here we have week 11. Someone smiling. To glue her down more. Someone smiling. Vintage, advertisement or illustration. I mean, come on. Yeast in bread, yeah, but why won't that come out now? I'm not putting that on my face. An image with a gradient colour, so that's in the background. We've got this shades of green. I hope that works, but it's what I picked. So there we go. A page or piece of with handwritten numbers we've got here. An archaeological find or treasure. We've got a page from the Book of Kells. Bonus, a word written in your favourite language. And we have the word love written in Irish. And yeah, I got to go out for my spring walk today. Oh, it felt so good to be able to go back out. And I'm wondering, actually, I have a little bit of the fabric left, and I'm just wondering if we kind of use that as the tab on here. Please rip. Oh no. It'll rip one way, but not so much the other, but that's okay. We'll do it like this. I think that would look better, a little bit of fabric on there. So yeah, I think I prefer that on there, even though I rounded the edges. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. And I will be caught up. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, I hate being behind. Come on. Oh, it's a bit much glue. Watchler. Like so. And again, it's the small things in life. Some happy mail, a walk in the woods, some flowers on a tree. Just makes me happy. Okay, I much prefer that, and it pulls in the fabric. Right, so that is that page 2, guys. We are caught up. It is done. Do-do-do. And we're getting a lot of spring colours now because it's spring. And I did notice last time that when I was doing the Margarete Miller, I do tend to subconsciously sort of make some of the pages very seasonal in colour, especially when it comes to spring after the winter. So there are our 2 pages that we have done today. Our little boy on his, well, maybe it's the Easter holidays, since it's not summer yet. Our little boy on a holiday, family holiday, making up stories, having lots of fun, and my daffodils in my garden. And then we have one that's kind of just all about feeling better, the joys of spring, and celebrating that we are in March, and some Irish culture and language, and some more flowers. It probably won't be flowers next time, but there we go. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Please do like, subscribe, comment and share. I really do appreciate it. And I'll be back again soon, all caught up for week 12 of Margarete Miller next week. And until then, guys, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.